You have two options. Option one is to disappoint yourself. Option two is to disappoint others around you. And I think I've reached a point in my life, in my stage of life, where I rather disappoint others around me before I disappoint myself within me. And a lot of people don't like that at all. But what they fail to realize is that you have to live with your own thoughts in your head. I have to coexist with my actions, and they don't. So what do I look like pleasing and doing things for other people when it's going to compromise myself? Like, I'm not going to compromise my well-being for someone else who, first of all, they don't even care about you realistically. Everyone is selfish in their own way. So I started to realize that I rather let you down, let someone down, before I let myself down. Because at the end of the day, like I said, you're the one that has to live with whatever you just did, or whatever thoughts in your head. And if you make war within yourself, you're not going to be the happiest person, because you're in a war. So I rather start a war with every single person before I start a war with myself. And I'm getting there, because I'm starting to realize that when you're fighting a war with everyone else, it gets hard, because your opponents get harder and harder. And currently, I feel like I leveled up to, let's say, 30. Pretend it's a video game, right? I leveled up to 30. And I'm realizing that my opponents are too easy. And I wasn't making sense at first. And I'm like, why is life so easy? And then I realized, even though I'm at level 30, I'm really still fighting in level 2. If you upgrade your skills, if you upgrade yourself, and you go back down a couple levels, you'll realize how easy it is when you're defeating all these monsters, all these opponents, because you're not where you're supposed to be. And I realized that I am not where I'm supposed to be. It's too easy. And the reason why it's easy is because I'm complacent. Being complacent is what's keeping me at this level. And when it does get tough, when the war does get tough, I feel inadequate. I don't feel prepared. And it's crazy, because, like, let's say I have 8 million thoughts going in my head right now, and I can't even express how I actually feel, like, at all. It's like I'm stuck. Even though I have so many thoughts, I can't get them out. So doing these videos, it's helping me fight this war, because I am not comfortable speaking my mind. I'm not comfortable being on camera. But I realize the only way to keep leveling up is to fight harder and harder battles with everyone else, not within myself. I don't battle myself anymore. I battle others. By battling others, I am upgrading myself in the same process, if that makes any sense, is how I'm viewing it. As I keep evolving, as I keep leveling up, I have to keep fighting harder and harder and harder opponents, like in a video game. And like, you may be asking yourself, like, what do you mean you're battling everyone else? I'm battling because I am too afraid of what others would have said. I am too afraid of how others would view me by making these videos. But I have to keep telling myself that's the only way to level up. You have to fight the others. You have to fight their opinions. I don't know if I'm making any sense. If I am, good. But if I'm not, I'm just rambling. Social media isn't for friends, isn't for family. So why do I even need to be scared in the first place? It's not for them. It's for me. Social media, making these videos, is for me. It's for me to understand my thought process. It's for me to express what I truly want to express. It's for me to have a voice. That's what social media is. And I think we've missed, a lot of people miss the point of social media. They use it as a social game. They use it to see how better their life is, or how make-believe their life is, or whatever the case may be. I don't even know if I explained that right. And that's not what it's for. It's for spreading your message, because everyone is unique in their own way. The way I say things, the way I do things is going to be completely different than what you do. It's completely different. It will never be the same. That's why you can never replicate one person. Or I want to make these videos because it's for me. Like, it's for me to express intentionally what I want to express, and it's going to find the right person. My message is going to help someone in some way, because I am like a radio frequency. The thoughts that are coming into my head, the way I'm expressing it, is a frequency. It's like a radio, and it's going to reach people, and those people in turn are going to feel connected with my words. They're going to understand what I'm saying because it was meant for them. They needed this video. They needed my words to understand it. And I think that's the point of social media. And I think that's just the point of finding and not disappointing yourself. You shouldn't disappoint yourself. I think we are supposed to experience life. And how do you experience life if all life is happiness? You won't be able to appreciate when life is actually happy if all you have is happiness. You don't know what sadness is if you don't have happiness.